Good afternoon and welcome to 7 CPS Certified Peer Specialist YouTube channel. So today we are going to move on with sharing the five-stage recovery process. And so today we are on commitment to change, and we're going to go on from there. So again, welcome to the channel. Good afternoon. It is a beautiful day here in St. Louis, Missouri. It's about 5:42 in the evening, and so we've had a wonderful day with pet therapy, with chores, working at the desk. I uploaded a little cute video about my pet babies and that pet therapy, outdoor activities, my, being a pet mom, is very special to me. So I love sharing those moments with you. So we're going to move on. And today we are talking about change is possible. Okay, y'all know I got to get situated. We're talking about changes. No, commitment to change. I'm sorry if I said change is possible, you all. I just go with the flow. I'm not a very practiced person. Lately, when it comes to public speaking, I've done it so long. And this is a form, it's been so long since I've done it. So, commitment to change. Okay. I don't know if I've gone back and forth. Bear with me. Commitment to change, recovery stage. So, we're going to tell you what it is first, okay? And I'm going to do an after action review, okay? On the previous videos, as I always do. But one thing with me being free flowing, I don't do things in order, right? You just do. So, commitment to change, question of support. Okay, that is basically what this stage means. Looking at the picture here, you see that the individual is on a balancing bar or balancing beam, balancing bars. You remember that, a lot of us remember that from gymnastics, from gym. And so the object there, using her arms, okay, using their arms, she's going across, basically walking on this balancing beam, if that's what they call it, with her arms. Okay. And so that is what commitment to change. She's representing that, in that before this stage, you have changes possible. You're questioning risk. Okay. This time it's a matter of support. So she's taking a risk. They've taken a risk. If you want to use the scenario of Sam and baby brother, he's taking a risk. Okay. But now it's a matter of support. Okay. And so, how will I get the supports that I need? Okay. How will I go about uh, um, getting the help that I need when, if I get on my own, get my own place in the case of Sam, because baby brother is ready to move on with his life. No, internally, the person is facing a new experience. Okay, doesn't know what kind of support they need. They've never done this. Sam has, it's been a long time when he was on his own. And so baby brother is ready to move on. Don't want to take him with him. Okay. And so Sam now has accepted that, come to terms, baby brother has been good to me. After all, I'm his big brother. And so it's the supports. Okay, internally, they're facing a new experience, doesn't know what kind of support they need. Externally, others don't believe the person should do it, and so won't support them, and say to friends, you know. Um, What should I do? You know, um, baby brother believes that they need to do this. I want you to do this, man. But I got to go on. I can't walk through this with you. Okay. But I have found a place. And so I'm going to take you over there and let you do a tour. And then they're going to show you the place. They're going to go through the program and everything. Okay, so others don't believe the person should do it, so won't support them. And like I'm saying, you could be talking about friends, what have you. Baby brother's going to do whatever he can. Okay, so that's looking at the five stage. Whenever I say internally, externally, that's looking at it from the perspective of stigma. Okay, we'll get into that when we get into the disabling powers. So the question of support: when I decide to take risks, how am I going to get the support that I need to be successful? Okay, commitment to change is the time when a person decides to take a risk and move out of their comfort zone. Okay, so Sam will be moving out of his comfort zone. Often this involves taking small steps that don't necessarily move you toward a goal, but does break the pattern of doing nothing. Okay, and so with Sam efforts, I think I used the scenario how it had been 6 months since baby brother initially brought it to him, and so he moved a little bit. He got this friend who hung out with him to do paperwork to different locations in St. Louis, Section 8 housing, supplemental housing, but it wasn't like a routine. Remember, I discussed how someone who has been receiving SSI, SSDI benefits, they've been living with someone. A lot of things they just don't do. They don't have to take um, care of. Okay. So commitment to change is the time when a person decides to take a risk and move out of the comfort zone. Often this involves taking small steps that don't necessarily move you toward a goal, but does break the pattern of doing nothing. That's why I stopped off. The danger is that a person will not know all of the supports they will need to be successful, move out too quickly, not succeed, and retreat back into their comfort zone within the system. Now, excuse me, mm, let's use Sam and baby brother. So, Sam has been told, okay, baby brother told him, he's aware that baby brother is ready to move on with his life, and it's his story, and he is ready to move on, start a family, whatever. And so he loves Sam, but it's time for Sam to move on. He's done his homework, checked out the places and what have you. Um, and so let me see where I'm at. So Sam is aware, okay. Like I said, he started out right. He made some kind of move. Change is possible. I'm gonna get this, this person who hangs out with me, and so that we call that a small step. So that is what they're talking about. I wanted to really explain that. Okay, that it doesn't always mean that you're ready to move out the comfort zone, and so you're getting ready to jump out there and run. I'm getting ready to do this. Nope. It's not what it is, okay? So we're going to move forward with the slide. I have my notes here from peer support training that I like to go to because it shows the danger in the full range of what it gets into more detail. But looking at the slide here, okay, we see the picture and we see what that represents is supports. Okay, that's what you're needing at this stage, commitment to change. So the person is challenging the disabling power of the illness, meaning that, okay, I questioned it, now I'm going to move forward. Okay, now I'm going to test this thing. Okay, just how disabled am I? You know, and speaking of that, where's my cane? Um, and I wanted to also share that when it comes to disabilities, Shabrat, no, baby, mama's doing a video. She don't care. That when it comes to disabilities, I can relate to those who are overcoming trauma, physical, mental, all of that, because I also have osteoporosis and I have scoliosis. Osteoporosis came about as a result of the bone structure I didn't know I had. Okay. The scoliosis, I'm a miracle. Okay. Because the scoliosis, if you know any background of that, I believe you're born with it, it's inherited, something like that. I wasn't aware. Okay. That has to do with ancestry.com. So that's another story. So I'm a blessing. I got through 17 years of military service. Okay, and did not know scoliosis. So, recovery is something I know a lot about. And you know, I know I like being organic, so we're gonna keep going. The little things that happens in life. So, looking at the slide here, the person is challenging. Okay, you're challenging the power of the illness, the disorder. Okay. The person at this stage believes there are possibilities. Okay, Sam is going, you know what? I can do this. Okay. It's time I be on my own, man. My baby brother been good to me. I'm ready for it. But I got used to it. Okay, the person believes there are possibilities, but isn't sure what they are or what to do. So it's been years and years and years since Sam has been on his own. And so Nick, what's out here, man? It's been a minute since I've had my own home, just me. So he is willing to explore what it will take to make some changes. Okay. What's the danger? Let's go to my notes. See what they said. Um, my training. Oh yeah, they handle all this different. Yeah, because there's pro activities to go along when I get to the danger section. Okay, so we're gonna move on to. Is it on here? Yeah, there it is. The danger is that a person will not know all of the supports they will need to be successful, move out too quickly, not succeed, retreat back into the comfort zone within the system. Okay. So you're going to notice on my slides, I do repeat things and it's necessary. Okay. Because this becomes second nature to you. Right. So before I get to the role of my services here, a bit so you can see. Um, let's do an after action review. Okay. And as we go forward, I don't mind doing it on all of them. Okay, going back to impact of illness, right? That's the trauma, you're being shattered, okay, physically, emotionally, um, very fragile. And we distinguished at this stage the difference between diagnosed, undiagnosed. Undiagnosed, you still got the symptoms, but that don't mean you are going to get a diagnosis until you go to your therapist, okay? And then the doctor, the psychiatrist. Okay, we understand this stage. Life is limited. You could be diagnosed, you could be undiagnosed. I want to keep that ratio going. Okay. Um, and you're stuck. You're stuck. You could, if you're diagnosed, You're on SSI, SSDI, you're in the system, okay, years and years and years, but you're not moving forward. You're not on your own. You're not independent. You want to be independent. You could perhaps go back to work, okay? Life is limited. Then you move on. This is the one that I really wanted to do at this point because one word came up in my scenarios. Because look at the pic. This is change is possible. Okay, I have them by memory. And so this pic is demonstrating what? When I first saw it, and the facilitator, when we were in class for principal training, and he said, what does that picture mean to you? What come to mind? And it was like, change is possible, a light. A light is opening up. I can see now. He said, yeah, okay, we can use it. He said, but it's a spark. That's what it represents. It's a spark. Okay. Life is limited. It's like, this is it. Okay. But change is possible. It's a spark. That's motivation. So I wanted to go over that. That's motivation. Okay. And like I said, life is limited when it comes to the diagnosed and the undiagnosed. You're being undiagnosed, you could be at a job for a long time that you don't really like. You don't really want. It was convenient, it was available, it was easy, somebody you knew. Yeah. So when you look at this 5-stage recovery process, it goes in depth into being able to move forward with your life. Okay. Diagnosed or undiagnosed. I always like to touch that. All right. I believe that's it for, because every day I look at my videos. I'm just like that. I go back and I say, okay, what did I say? How did I deliver that? How may they have received that? I think about that, okay? And then so I'll say, okay, tomorrow I'll do an after action review, not reports, not military. I'll do an after action review and then we'll cover it. Okay, so I think I'm up to speed on that. Now, getting to the one today, commitment to change. Okay, you've had the trauma. Okay, you addressed it. It was about your identity. Okay, you moved forward. We're gonna go through with that detail for detail, but right now I'm just gonna flow. Life is limited. I'm stuck. The experiences of the trauma have taken over. It's affecting my functioning. I'm either diagnosed or undiagnosed. I can't get out of this chair from in front of this TV. Um, and then you go next from that to change is possible. Okay. And then commitment to change. Going through the stages. So the danger here, commitment to change, is that the person will not get the necessary skills, resources, and supports that he needs to do what he wants to do and will not succeed in moving forward. So here, commitment to change, it's a matter of resources. It's a matter of this person um, knowing what resource to get to move forward, knowing where to go to get them. Okay. And I don't know if you all noticing, except for me, maybe just being me and moving slow. Because I'm trust me, I am not a person that's like woo 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 because of dealing with anxiety. So not only have I trained myself to slow down, I've even learned to talk slower, what have you. Because I was like these younger, some people and young folks today. And so now it's like I rode back. But yeah, if you notice, starting off impact of illness is more detail as you move on. And then is life is limited, change is possible, commitment to change. So as you move on, um, the person and the things that they need becomes easier and easier to get. It's more recognizable now. Okay, you've gotten up, you've moved forward, you committed to it. Now, where do I get these things? I need a bus pass. Okay, it's out there in West County. Okay, I may need a car. I may need an Uber. Okay, it's right downtown. Okay, I just need to get this schedule. So when you get to this stage, commitment to change, you're pretty much on board with the 5 stage recovery process. You're pretty much, yeah, we're going to do this. It's just a matter of what we call life happens. Now, that's a term, and we're going to get to that term. But what I am saying with life happens is that even though you could be, say, in the 5th stage of the 5 stage recovery process. You have a job. You got the job through the program at the healthcare organization that you are with here in their residential housing program. But you can get some bad news. Somebody in your family passed. You right back at Impactability. So that's life happens. Okay. But yeah, we pretty much covered this one. Commitment to change. Okay. It's a risk. Okay. I gotta take a risk now. Baby brother getting ready to go. It's gonna happen. Okay. He done gave me dates over the past 6 months. Stuff been shipped down to Atlanta. You know, the young woman has even come up here to see baby brother to visit. Sam saw her, and he's kind of like, I'm happy for him. Okay, so now it's just a matter, uh, you know, the risk. It's the risk. Oh man, I don't know. Have you heard from uh um um Parkview, Park Place, man? Have you heard from, I'm just thinking of different names of different subsidized housing nights, in our area. Have you heard from Standard Arms, out there in Melville? Yeah, yeah. Now it's a matter of taking the risk. Come on, man. You know, I thought you did that. Okay, dude, okay. Yeah, okay. All right. We can run in here and run in here and, because like I said, folks, I love this. Um, I love it. Now, my role or the role of your peer support is to help the person identify their strengths and needs in terms of skills, resources, and support. So in this time, Sam is learning that he's good at talking with people. He's good at negotiating. He's learned, that I went downtown and talked to these folks about that housing place down there. But, when I got excuse me, out there in Melville, it was somebody that I had worked with back in the day when I worked at the Chevrolet plant before I got sick. And shoot, man, I think I might have a better deal. I mean, out there, Melville. So, the role of the service is to help Sam identify your strength. You got a gift to gab. Okay? Thank you, you all. I can just talk forever. And like I say, I believe in being spontaneous. Things happen. The dog it run to the door. I leave my doors open for fresh air during this time of the year. And so I just don't believe in doing editing and all of that. Just, hey, life opens. So thank you very much for engaging me. Yeah. I'm 65 and I just want to share this. I've been listening to my videos and whatnot, and it's like, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, it's a rebirth when you get 60. You're learning how to be you at 60. All right. Thank you, you all. God bless. Stay safe.